Hello, I am Park Seni, the head of Mind Coaching. Do you feel fear? And what is it that you find so frightening? What exactly is fear? Today I will give a lecture on this emotion we want to avoid, fear. When you clearly understand the nature of fear, you can overcome it, and you won't need to be trapped by it anymore. How do you spell fear in English? F-A-R. It's called fear. If we break down the word fear, one letter at a time, F stands for fantasy, which means it's fabricated. Experience for experience. Appearing means it shows up and feels a certain way. R stands for real, which means reality. It's a fabricated experience that appears to be real. That is the true nature of fear. So, who creates fear, everyone? The answer is yourself. I become the one who creates fear. So, the teacher has been analyzing fear itself well since long ago and has been selectively preparing countermeasures for it. So I think he has come to live almost without feeling fear. Of course, there are fears that everyone, as humans, can't help but feel, like aging or death. However, once I understood that I am the one creating my fear, and I gained that knowledge, my fear really minimized. I'm explaining this to help you minimize your fear. The one who creates fear is me. Now let me give you an example of why I am the one creating my fear. Let's assume that the teacher has to give a lecture in Busan, but I have to move at night. But then it got pitch black. A national power outage occurs. If it gets completely dark while you're driving, would you be able to get to Busan? Can we assume? Can I not go? Well, I believe I can. Why? Because I turn on the car lights. That way, I can see about 50 meters ahead. In this situation, some people can go and some cannot. The reason for this is all about the state of their psychological knowledge. If I focus on that 50 meters and believe that I can maintain that distance, I can keep moving forward. I concentrate on what I need to focus on, and naturally, I will arrive in Busan safely. But look at those who can't go. Those people can't focus on the 50-meter visibility. For some reason, whether it's because they're flustered or something else, they can't see that 50-meter visibility. And what are we going to look at? I'm trying to look much further ahead. For example, 500 meters. Can you see it? If it's completely dark and you can't see anything at all, what can a human do in that darkness? You start to daydream. Would you like to think good thoughts? With your imagination, which is the language of your unconscious mind that makes up 90% of your life. Are we going to have bad thoughts? Of course, we tend to have negative daydreams. For example, what if there's a cliff right ahead? Or what if wild animals up ahead are waiting to attack and bite me? This is indeed a delusion that one has created for themselves. So, if you think of fear as an unnecessary, wasteful emotion that people create when they can't focus on what they want to focus on and end up with useless fantasies or fantasies. Generally, people often tend to live with a lot of fear, anxiety, and worries regarding money, relationships, and health. But in all these issues, there are always people who function better and those who lead the way in a more impressive manner. So, what is the difference between that person and you? It's definitely not a huge difference in intelligence. Those who function well are the ones who thoroughly remember and research what they need to focus on in their respective fields. They build solid knowledge on that and keep concentrating on it. As they do this, they gain responses from people, appeal to others, and produce various results, leaving them with no time to feel fear. The same goes for the teacher. I have to keep lecturing, keep meeting people, and continuously explain things to successful individuals. What is it that I really need to focus on doing? When you keep focusing on the most important and urgent tasks, you find that there's hardly any time wasted each day. In that case, you really won't be able to feel any fear at all in your life. That would truly be a proper life. It is unwise to try to eliminate fear. If you create a more thorough list of what you need to focus on right now and immerse yourself in that, continuously working hard to do it properly, you'll find that fear gradually minimizes. Eventually, you might not even feel fear at all, and that time will be filled with quality, meaning, and value. However, from the teacher's perspective, as more and more people who feel fear continue to meet, that fear only grows larger. These are the people who are registered in fear. Now you can remember who created the fear. I created it. I created it myself. Why did I create it? Because you don't know what to focus on. So, read a lot of books and look for people who have succeeded in that field. Don't be afraid alone. Look for people who have succeeded and are functioning well in their respective fields. Those people will be the ones who have no fear in that field. Fear completely disappears when you focus properly on what you need to concentrate on. Overcome fear itself. All right, let's wrap it up for today. I'll see you in the next lecture. Thank you. Stay strong.